play another game here at home. Indiana's playing really well, excited for the challenge, and just looking for the game to start.
Coach, we saw Jordan come back last game, play 17 minutes. Well, are you expecting to see her workload increase a little bit today, and how she's feeling after for Jordan?
I think she's feeling good. I do think we're still at a point where she hasn't practiced for that long, and she was out for an extended period of time. So if she's playing really well, I don't think it's smart to like overextend the minutes at this point because we want to build on things and keep her healthy for the long.
Coach, what was the takeaway from you all's previous matchup against Connecticut?
I think it's in this league, anybody can beat anyone else. Like you got to be ready to play on that day. And I give Connecticut a lot of credit. Like they had some great shot making that day. They hit a lot of shots with a hand in their face and really good contests on them. And, to shoot that well under that much duress was a tribute to them.
Alicia had talked this morning about meeting with you in Miami when you got the job and talking about this season. What do you remember about that conversation and what she's maybe implemented so far in the season?
I missed the very first part. Who was talking?
Alicia.
Oh, Alicia Gray?
Yeah.
Yeah, Alicia, I just thought that she would really thrive in this style. I mean, she makes such good reads. She likes being in a place where she has a lot of freedom and can just look for her opportunities to attack and create shots rather than just necessarily have to run a play every time down. And, she's been one of the best players in the league so far this year. She's just been outstanding.
Coach, what was one of the biggest things that you all worked on in a small break?
Well, we worked on a few things. One, our offensive spacing, it started to get a little constricted. We got to stretch people out and create more space for people. And then really on the flip side, defensively, we're taking away shooters, but we can't let people get to the rim as much as they've gotten to the rim on us. So we've been trying to, and Indiana's first in paint points. So couldn't pick a better team to try and, make some adjustments and try to get better at that area.
Coach, in Jordan's absence, you mentioned Brian having a lot of workload on top of her shoulders. With Jordan back, maybe what pressure does that take off of Brian?
Well, I think Rye, when she, had to play extended minutes at point guard for us, she did well. And as time went on, she just got better and better at it. Her last game at point guard, she was 33 points in Seattle and led us, to a 17-point second half comeback. But allowing Rye to be off the ball and, at times get back on the ball and be our primary decision maker, I think it helps her. I think that's how she likes to play. So I think, Jordan will help put her back into her comfort zone.
Coach, it's been about 2 weeks since you've been here. I guess, how does it feel to just be back in the home arena?
I was starting to forget about this. It's always good to be back here, play in front of our home crowd. The excitement and energy in this place is great, and I think it makes a difference. So hopefully the fans will be here in full force tonight.
Coach, I want to ask about Cameron Brown, Coach Cameron Brown.
Yeah.
And her work with Pow. Can you talk about the relationship and how she's helping her to grow?
That might be better for them. Like Coach Brown's a great coach. She has a really good understanding of player development, and she's very high energy. I will say Pow has really improved a great deal from the first day of camp until today. Hopefully, we expect her to get in today, maybe even some extended minutes. So hopefully she has a great game for us.
Coach, now that we're almost a month into the season, if you could identify how you see this team as far as how they show up offensively and defensively.
Well, I do think we're still in a learning stage, and I'm looking forward to getting to the next stage where we have a pretty good understanding of how we want to play together. And then we can start to invest more time in developing game plans for other teams. Right now, we're still learning who Atlanta is. And, And that's not surprising because it's only been as you said, a month and we got a lot of new players working together. But we do want to see a lot of progress over the next couple weeks so we can start like hitting both ends of it, like really get into a game plan and be able to do some things that we want to do to help us win that way while already knowing that we can play the way we want to play.
If I can follow up on that, and it also blends into the early question about Jordan with her being out. And how limiting is that as you try to escape and move past this learning stage? You still have limited practice with her, and obviously she's a key role.
Yeah, I think, you know, almost all the teams are dealing with this in some sort. A key player goes out and then, you know, you have to incorporate them into what's going, and it always kind of changes the flow a little bit and takes a couple games to really, you know, find the rhythm with new lineups and new roles, that type of thing. You know, it's just added, I think, when it's a new system with new players, I think it just adds another layer of complexity to it rather than you're missing somebody, but you know, you've been running the same system for 3 or 4 years. You can kind of slide people back in and everything kind of goes back to normal. I think when it's a kind of a new team and a new system, there's a little bit more of a transition whenever you, you know, have to shift positioning or change the minutes for people. Thank you, guys. Thank you.